On June 22nd, 2025, the most powerful political bloc in West Africa experienced a seismic shift that could either save or completely destroy the future of over 400 million Africans. The headlines read like a routine political handover, but here's what the mainstream media won't tell you. This isn't just a leadership change, it's a desperate attempt to save ECOWAS from complete collapse. Sierra Leone's President Julius Bio has just taken over as ECOWAS chairman from Nigeria's Bola Tinubu, and the implications for Africa are staggering. We are talking about a regional organization that has lost 3 of its most strategic members, faces an unprecedented security crisis, and now led by a man whose own election victory is shrouded in controversy. But wait until you hear about the man who's supposed to fix all of this. Here's the shocking truth that African media houses are tiptoeing around. Julius Bio, the man now leading ECOWAS's charge for democracy and good governance, is himself sitting on one of the most disputed election victories in recent West African history. The 2023 Sierra Leone presidential election that brought Bio his second term was so controversial that international observers are still questioning its legitimacy. The European Union Election Observation Mission didn't mince words. They flagged statistical inconsistencies and noted that voters' trust in the credibility of elections was undermined by lack of transparency during critical stages of the process.
However, there were also issues that we, as a friend of Sierra Leone, observed and are imperative to address. Firstly, political violence shrank the space of political participation. This was observed by the EU Election Observation Mission in at least 6 districts. We also saw disproportionate use of force by security agencies on several occasions. And here I want to stress, violence has no place in elections, neither here in Sierra Leone nor anywhere else on the globe. Also, I want to speak about the tabulation of results that proved to be a key issue, a tipping point. That proved, to be a key issue, a tipping point. The ECSL did not ensure transparency at this very crucial stage of the process.
She added that the ECSL did not heed calls of international observers to be open about the tabulation process, adding that out of the 21 recommendations, they are pinpointing 7 priority areas.
Our observers, as well as citizen observer at the Tally Center, could not conduct a meaningful observation of the tabulation of results.
Thank you.
Despite repeated calls from observers, the ECSL did not publish the disaggregated result data.
Thank you.
Lack of transparency and limitation on independent scrutiny leaves space for doubt and stains an election.
Guys, again, every Sierra Leonean out there, enough of the buffoonery, enough of the foolishness.
And what happened behind the scene is even more telling. The Carter Center, one of the most respected election monitoring organizations globally, stated, "We are not convinced that the integrity was maintained throughout the elections." Opposition leader Samura Kamara called the results daylight robbery. And 2 years later, Bio still hasn't published the complete election results as demanded by his own citizens.
They've not published the results of the June 24, 2023 elections on their website. And I'm going to use Liberia and Ghana as an example to show Sierra Leoneans this is what comes up on ECSL's webpage. Statement from the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Nowhere in Liberia's electoral page, website, did you see the commissioner had to make a statement talking about this and that and all that nonsense, right? But this is what you see in ECSL's page. Statement from the Chief Electoral Commissioner. Let's put it on the screen now. In exercise of the powers conferred on it by sections 33, 42(2)(e) and 38A as amended of the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, all that bogus talk, right, Salon people? Now, look what they give. This is the result. This is what we should go with. Below is the total number of votes obtained by each presidential candidate. Bio, 1,566,000 votes. APC, Samura Kamara, 1,148,000 votes. This is all they're giving us. This is all they're giving us. This is what you call disaggregated data. You go to inside Nimba County. Again, remember, in Nimba County in Liberia,
The National Elections Watch parallel vote tabulation placed Bio between 47.7% and 53.1% of the vote, below the 55% threshold needed for first-round victory, while official results showed 56.1%. The staggering implication for Africa is that regional bloc promoting democracy is now led by a man whose own democratic credentials are under serious question. Sierra Leoneans have expressed shock and dismay at Bio's appointment, asking how someone whose election victory remains disputed can restore credibility to ECOWAS. Tell me in the comments if you think Bio can lecture other African leaders about democratic governance when his own victory is questioned.